The FBI says last year, agents questioned the man behind a deadly mass shooting in Indianapolis. Police say 19-year-old Brandon Hull shot and killed 8 people at an Indianapolis FedEx plant and then killed himself. The FBI says Hull's mother called police last year, warning he might commit suicide by cop, meaning he would push police in some way to shoot him. Police added they previously seized a gun from Hull. As of now, it is not clear if the shooting at the man's former employer was racially motivated. The facility employs many members of the Sikh community. Fox 4's Sean Rabb has the very latest. Sean.
Yeah, Steve, the pain of another mass shooting last night will last a lifetime, but the killings took place in less than 2 minutes.
This suspect came to the facility, and when he came there, he got out of his car and pretty quickly started some random shooting outside the facility.
Another attack on unsuspecting people, this time the FedEx facility, Indianapolis, Indiana.
There was no confrontation with anyone that was there. There was no disturbance. There was no argument. He just appeared to randomly start shooting, and that began in the parking lot, and then he did go into the building before he took his own life.
The grim scene facing responding police.
And when they arrived on the scene, they found something that really no one should see.
8 people killed, 4 dead outside, 4 dead inside. Others wounded, including 5 taken to hospitals.
My son, he works there.
Rattled family members of employees gathered at a nearby hotel for word on their loved ones.
I came here and they were able to give me that he was in the other building when it happened.
The wait, agonizing, as some employees at this facility are not allowed to keep cell phones on them. FedEx says to minimize distractions. The company in a statement adding, "We are deeply shocked and saddened by the loss of our team members following the tragic shooting. Our most heartfelt sympathies are with all those affected by this senseless act of violence." The shooter, identified as 19-year-old Brandon Scott Hull, former employee. Police say he used a rifle. Reportedly, authorities had been warned about his potential for violence in the past, and police said they seized a gun from him last year. What people want to know is why this.
It would be premature to speculate on that motivation. While we mourn the devastating loss of their lives, we are dedicated to honoring their memory through a meticulous investigation.
No piece of information will restore the lives that were taken or the peace that was shattered.
Again, the White House orders flags lowered to half staff, a sign of respect. Now seen, it seems, repeatedly.
Nothing we learn can heal the wounds of those who escaped with their lives, but who will now bear the scars and endure the memories of this horrific crime.
And as you mentioned, a number of people from the Sikh community do work at that FedEx ground plant in Indianapolis. They were among the dead and wounded. Too soon, though, to know if bias behind the bloodshed.